Hi class, Dr. Kiter here. I wanted to take a moment to help guide you through the expectations for the organism profile that is due this Sunday of week 5. Remember during week 3 you submitted an organism profile summary and outline, and this particular assignment was meant to help guide you in the development of your organism profile, which essentially is a research paper. The specifics on this assignment can be found by clicking on the assignments link in the menu bar to the left, and then on assignment 3, organism profile. Here you will see the assignment instructions. Let me make a couple notes about those. As you were requested in your outline and summary due week 3, you have to cover specific aspects of your organism that you chose during week 1 forum. And of that species, you're going to cover in this profile some introduction and background information about the species you chose to do your project on, its life cycle, structure and function, describing the structure and function of at least one major organ system or organ of that species, the evolution of the organism, and then any additional interests that you may find worth sharing in your paper. Now mind you, let me reiterate, this is a research paper and the topics here are going to be different from what you're going to choose about your organism in the presentation that you'll use either Prezi or Screencast-O-Matic for to deliver in week 7. And those topics are going to range more on the ecology side about your organism to include the energy ecology, reproductive ecology, habitat, etc. So make sure you're covering all of these particular aspects in your paper that's due this Sunday, and then save the other topics that are geared towards the presentation for the week 7 multimedia presentation that you will submit for grading at that time. As I just mentioned too, this is a research paper. This is meant to be written in the third person, not the first or second person. And some of these things are noted in the organism profile tips and guidelines here. I recommend you click on that, read through it. It'll help guide you in some writing tips to put into your paper. Also, there's some other useful resources here on general format of APA papers, how to write in-text citations, and a reference list all through the Owlet Purdue site. Check those out, as well as the sample APA style paper, which I'll get to in a moment. Something each of you will be interested to read about, of course, is how this assignment will be graded. There are a few different aspects, such as subject knowledge and content. That's worth 65 possible points. Included in this is going to be that it's a minimum of 750 to 1,000 words, that you use your own words using proper in-text citations where necessary, that you have 5 current and reliable sources for your research, two of which must come from credible scientific organizations, scholarly journals for instance. And also you should be including once again these specific topics in the content of your paper. With that being said, you should also have an abstract, an introductory paragraph, supporting paragraphs, and a concluding paragraph. Format should be in APA style. Here again we'll see that sample APA style paper. Click on that and it will bring up this sample paper right here. Just to go through this really quickly, page headers are shown on how to format those properly, your cover page, what to include and how to put it on the page, your abstract, which should be a concise review of all the main points and purpose of your paper and how to format that is listed within this document. Then in the main body, again, you should have a solid introductory paragraph with supporting paragraphs here that will follow. And you will end with a solid concluding paragraph to your paper that summarizes the main points and offers any additional research or information that could be addressed in the future on this topic. Of your main body, make sure that your text is written in 12-point Arial or Times Roman font, as well as having 1-inch margins. Double spacing should also be present, and this should go throughout the entirety of the paper, including your page headers and your reference page, which, as we can see here, is listed last. Again, make sure that you format all your references appropriately in APA format, as well as their accompanied in-text citations throughout the main body of the paper. So take some time, review this. If you get this down pat, these are easy points that are required for your paper. So make sure you take a few moments to review over that. Back to the instructions under the assignments link. Lastly, you'll be graded on your spelling, grammar, and punctuation. This is imperative. A well thought out paper is going to be void of any errors and is going to read smoothly. So in addition to using the spell checker utilized in Word documents, they don't catch everything, so make sure you proofread your final drafts. Have a friend read over it or a family member. With fresh eyes, they can catch things that perhaps you couldn't catch on the first time around. I personally employ this as a rule when I write papers myself. And specifically, you can see the grade sheet with all the specific breakdown of point allotment here by clicking on this link, which would bring up this document right here. Again, gives you basic breakdown of point allotment from the format, content, and spelling, grammar, punctuation sections that we just covered. So that's it in a nutshell. I hope this helps you formulate your papers. If you have any questions throughout the rest of the week, please message me so I can help you in any way, shape, or form so that we can ensure a good, well-written paper is submitted Sunday. And in the meantime, have fun with it, good luck, and I am available should you need me.